Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, and this is the second war this season versus NEWN, who is the best alliance right now in Alliance War, and so it's going to be a challenging fight. We have not beaten them for a while, and they've beaten us pretty well. So you see, I go ahead and put on the really long boost because I want to be able to do these two fights today, and then I'll wake up in the morning after 4 hours or 5 hours of sleep and be able to do my next fights. So this is a Human Torch versus Hyperion, and interesting enough, Taters wanted me to use Torch with the pre-fight. I put on a lot of those power stings. You see I have like 6 power stings on, and they do a huge amount of damage each time he throws a special. I did use an invulnerability boost just in case. I mean, it's not too often you fight a new nation, and so I want to really just be like in the best situation I could, just in case he got a special 3. And I'd be okay, but you can see he's doing very well by throwing his specials. The power stings are just eating him, so are my Nova Flames, and it's a really straightforward and easy fight. Hyperion's one of those fights where I think it can go either way. It just depends on if he's going to throw his specials or not. This is actually the second war I've had this fight here. This is Warlock. It's a pretty hard fight. I mean, he's extra large, so you can get this protection, which is always scary. And you see he has this power drain. Every time he gets a buff on it, it puts a power drain on me. And that power drain then, because of his SIG ability, causes degeneration. So you can see I'm essentially degenerating this entire fight, which is pretty scary. I mean, here I'm off to a great start. You know, I'm actually ahead on the damage game. You know, I'm degenerating, but that's okay. The fight sort of goes sidewards a little bit. So I'm starting to worry about his specials. So here I am trying to bait out his SP2, and he's just not throwing it at all. And he's pushing me back farther and farther against the wall, which I'm just worried about. And so, you know, I do one more sort of attempt with a heavy, push him away. And I knew I had that invulnerability boost on, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna tank a special 3. Right as I took the special 3, I had remembered that he's going to drain all my power. And of course, whenever you're fighting any type of metal champion with Magneto, the goal is to get to your SP3, and that usually ends a fight. So you can absolutely see, look at this massive power drain. And the worst part is like super degen. You can just see that my life is rocketing down along with my power. And so that's a really bad situation. I am heal blocked too, so I'm not getting any healing at all from anything, even though I do have that is it a power lockup? I can't remember what it is, but whatever it is maybe it's a power drain. The little debuff there is not helping me at all, so everything's just ticking for damage. And right here, I'm behind 47 to 43%, so I'm very worried in this fight. This so happened to me last war too. I fought the same fight. I haven't quite figured out exactly what the best way of doing this fight is. And war is always a hard time to start figuring things out because, of course, you know, you are in the middle of it. And then I throw my SP2, and that kills him. You probably couldn't see it, but the damage was 119k, so I probably should have done that more often. Should have just thrown my SP2. Not really worried about the SP3 because it does plenty of damage, even with not too many paralysis. So I wake up in the morning, and this is 5 hours later, and I have this Night Monkey, who's going to be another Magneto fight. So Magneto took a lot of damage from the last fight, and I'm going to have to do some pretty big time healing on him. So I throw in a bunch of potions and bring him back up to full health. The thing about this Night Monkey fight, of course, he is metal. It's sort of a strange placement. I don't know if there's something more to it, but you know, usually when champions, I put a lot of debuffs on you. That way you can, of course, become unblockable. Here I take a combo, not a very good start, because I'd forgotten that you really can't parry him unless you parry his medium. I think you don't think you can parry his light, or then I take another combo and I'm back against the wall, and yeah, it's already looking pretty ugly, this fight. And so again, I'm down a lot of health compared to him. Throw my SP2. I sort of was trying to learn from my last fight. And again, I'm trying to get him to throw a special, and he is not at all complying. So go ahead and push him to a special 2, which I'm worried about. And trying to bait that now, and he's not throwing it at all. I'm getting pretty good damage, but again, he's not at all throwing his special. I'm just sort of backed up, and here I take the second part of his heavy attack, and he's at SP3, and I thought I was dead. I absolutely thought I was dead. I was just attacking into him, hoping I could kill him. Maybe he wouldn't throw his SP3, and I get the SP1, but there it is. There's the SP3. He has 22% left, I was sure I was going to die here. I had 63%. Figured this would hit for a lot of damage. Magneto's signature ability does not help on the SP3 at all, but actually does not do too much damage considering it does about 35%, and then I managed to finish off the fight. So, oh, took a bunch of combos and an SP3. Was not my best fight. It's funny, it's 20 hits to 13 hits, so pretty close as far as the hits go. My last fight, again, not really sure why she's here. Maybe she's just a diversity placement. But again, she really doesn't put that many debuffs on you. And I have Doom, and Doom is just crazy. I did not mention I put on Power Start 1 for both these fights. It's the same Power Start. I just had it for both fights. Just figured I'd get a little closer for Magneto with his SP3, and same with Doom, just get up to his SP3 just that much quicker. I have a lot of these boosts, and again, against New Nation, that's the time I want to use these boosts. I mean, you know, if we want any chance of beating them, we have to play absolute best. So I get his SP3, of course, which is great, and I hope he just does amazing damage. And just pretty good damage. I would have liked to seen a little more, but I can't get too greedy. And of course I have the Doom cycle after that. She really doesn't have too many buffs, so it's not like Mystic Dispersion's helping too much. I go ahead and throw my special one. I probably should have thrown another special one here. I don't know why. I think I just, actually I think I totally meant to throw a special one, but I just got to the special 2. So again, not so great. She's gaining power quickly, and I'm worried that she's going to get her special 3. And you just never want to take special 3s in these fights because sometimes they absolutely kill you. But luckily she threw her SP2, and now it's just up for me to kill her. And so that fight was okay. It's actually, of the 4 fights I did, it was the one I was most comfortable with. The other ones, maybe the Hyperion, but the 2 Magneto fights, both were worrisome. So that's the end of my war. I do remain deathless this season, which is great. We did lose to New Nation. They beat us pretty well. I think it was like, I can't remember, 10-3 or 10-2. My defenders did get one kill, so I'm happy for them. And yeah, we fought them 2 times last season. I would not be surprised if we fight them 2 times again. They really represent the next level for us. If we want to become the best alliance in the Alliance War, we have to beat them. And so it was a good fight. Great job, New Nation. Always really challenging. And hopefully we get to fight you again this season. Or maybe not. Maybe the hope is not to have to fight you again this season. Either way, I'm going to try to post more war videos. So I hope to see everyone again very soon. Bye-bye.
Trust me if